welcome back to my channel, Ara's Life on Budget. Ara here and welcome to a new video. For some reason it feels like ages since I've last, sat down and recorded a video for you, but in reality I have been pretty consistent with recording this month, so I am happy. Anyway, as you can see, I am kind of back into my original postation. This is not really the original vertical one, but it's not even the slanted one. I am still trying to find my middle ground. It's gonna take time, so please bear with me as you go through all the changes that there are going to be. There are probably gonna be a lot, but anyway, can you see? Look, I have a new little friend over here. This is not the friend I was telling you about in one of my previous videos. I just saw this cup the other day when I went shopping for a couple of things that I needed, and I just knew that I had to get it because it's so pretty. I love it. And what I love the most is that, look at that. Look, the colors match perfectly. This is incredible. Like, I didn't even do it on purpose. I just, came home, put the colors in, and I was like, oh, they match. Anyway, so we're gonna keep it here for now together with Dante. We have Susie here, and this is the new friend. Oopsie. Oh no, I hit the camera, I'm so sorry. This is the new friend I was telling you about, this one. So like I said, my parents went on a small vacation on their own, and they got me this little present, which is so cute. So I think we can probably put it here together with Susie. Oh my god, it's so sweet. It's so small. I love it. Anyway, so like I was saying, I'm trying to be quick. Today we're gonna go into my budget, and some things are gonna change this time because, of course, since well, you know by now because I told you, but you haven't seen it yet. I finally completed my Korea fund. Yay! So I don't have to save for that anymore. Let me show you the tracker. Okay, I wanted to show you the tracker, but I dropped everything. But look, the tracker is officially complete. You're gonna see the completion of it in one of my next videos that I've pre-recorded. So we don't have that to work on anymore, which is a huge relief because, like I said in one of my previous videos, we have so many new savings that I need to and that I want to work on. So from now on, the budget is going to be built, and created with that with those in mind. Now, there's a problem though. The problem is that right now I'm not receiving my full paycheck, and the reason is because I'm on holiday. I work in education, I'm a teacher, so of course schools are closed right now, and for us in Italy they're closed up until mid-September, but for me, being since we are a private school, we don't start working with classes again until October. So I am unemployed till October. I'll be unemployed, but that means that my paycheck, of course, is gonna go down. I got a notification by the government telling me how much they're going to pay me in the meantime, and essentially I'm gonna get paid 75% of my original paycheck. So that means that I will get 550 euros every month for the summer, and then in November, when I get my first full paycheck, we're gonna go back to 850. So 550 is what we have to work on. That of course means that we're gonna have to be clever, but that's okay because I have worked in the past with small budgets, so I know how to work with that. I know how to make the money last the entire month without much trouble, I would say. So I would say, since I don't want this to be a super long video, let's get straight into it. So I'm gonna zoom you in and we're gonna work on the new budget, which is probably gonna stay the same until the moment I go back to my original paycheck. Alright, so you're closer right now, you have a better look at my chart right here. You can see my fixed expenses, you can see my wallet, my sinking funds, and my savings. So let's get straight into that, and let's see. So like I said, I'm gonna get 550. That is how much I'm gonna get paid throughout these months. So let's see how we need to work on that. Okay, let's start with my fixed expenses. Now, I'm very lucky because considering that I still live with my parents, and you may be thinking that it's weird, but trust me, it's not. I mean, I noticed, you know, following the American community that many young people move out as soon as they reach 19, 20, and they, you know, get married and they make families. Well, in Europe, or at least in Italy, it's very different. We tend to stay with our parents until, you know, we have a steady job, until we officially terminated all our studies, and we only really move out, you know, once we're ready, usually by 30, I would say. So yeah, I still live with my parents for the time being. Let me know if it's the same for you. Actually, if you're not American, if you're from any other part of the world, let me know if it's the same for you. Anyway, so luckily, because I live with my parents, I don't have many of the expenses that people usually have. So I don't have to pay for bills, I don't have to pay for groceries. So I'm very lucky, because it means that I can make whatever I get work for me. Although, like I said in my previous videos, I do have some big goals that I want to reach, and so we need to work towards those. So gym right now is getting 15. It should get 30, but luckily I'm already 1 month ahead in this one, so 15 is okay for me to put in. So we are already saving 15. Subscriptions. Now, subscriptions for me are like Netflix, Amazon Prime, Canva, all of that. So what I'm gonna do is, I'm simply, since I really don't have a lot to work with, what I'm gonna do is, for the summer, I'm just going to detox completely. I'm gonna give up on all of them for the summer, and I'm gonna go back to all of my subscriptions in fall, in the autumn, or in the winter, you know, depending. So for the time being, I'm only gonna keep one, so that means that I'm only gonna pay 5 for the time being. But that's okay, because, you know, sometimes you need to detox, you know, a little bit, and purify yourself from all of that, and then you can eventually go back to it. So I'm only gonna pay 5 for one of those, and then nothing else. italki, though, I'm gonna continue, because that's a habit that I like having, and study languages. This is a language learning app, and I'm currently using it to learn Korean, since I have to go to Korea. And I can say that I'm seeing the results. I'm working with a tutor, and he is a Korean person, so he is absolutely native. He lives in Seoul. He's a teacher himself, so, you know, I can see the results. It's very, very good. His name is Jungyeon 선생님. So Jungyeon 선생님, 안녕하세요. Kidding. No, I mean, that's his name, so I'm not kidding. But anyway, so I'm gonna continue that, and I'm gonna pay 45 for the month, and then my phone, of course, I have to pay 10. So this is how we're gonna work on my fixed expenses. Whereas for my month ahead, instead of paying 35 for the month, I'm only gonna budget 30. So that means that I'm gonna give up on one of them, but I'll go more in depth into that, sorry, while I make my cash stuffing, so that I don't waste too much time in here. So let's see how much we have here in our fixed expenses. We have 15 plus 5, 45, 10, and 30, for a total of 105 for my fixed expenses. So let's write that down. So 550 minus 105 is 445 remaining that we can use for everything else. That doesn't seem like a lot, but trust me, we can make it work. At first I thought that I had to give myself less to spend on an everyday basis. But okay, like I was saying before getting interrupted, yeah, I thought I had to give myself less for my wallet, but now I think I worked it out in a way that works, even if I give myself the usual 200 for the month that I usually give myself. So we're gonna keep on using 200 for the entire month, which means 50 euros to spend however I want every week. I'm never gonna use that much, luckily, but whatever. So 445 minus 200 means that I will have 245 to use for everything else. Now, before moving into my sinking funds, let's move. It's smudging everywhere. Give me a moment to go over so that it doesn't smudge. Okay, so moving into my savings very quickly, I work on 3 of them in this category here. So we have my emergency fund, my savings, and my buffer, which right now they were getting 20, 20, and 10 usually as an average for every month, but I decided that for the summer I'm gonna give myself a bit less in each one of them. Apart from buffer is still gonna get 10, but for all the others, instead of giving myself 20, I'm gonna give myself 10. This means that of course they're gonna grow slightly slower, and of course we won't be able to reach the 500 mark by the end of the year, but that is okay. That is totally fine, because from what I can see, I don't need the emergency fund and the savings fund in the near future. I'm not needing them. Like, I don't have the necessity to use this money right now, so it's okay for me if I work on both of them a bit slower. I'm still keeping the 10 in the buffer though, because the buffer is that one category that I want to be able to take money from in case I need it. So I want to keep on working on this one so that I can, you know, complete it and fully fund it as soon as possible, so that if I need to, I can go in it and grab the money, if that makes sense. So the total for my savings is gonna be 30 euros, which means that I have 215 to work with on my sinking funds. So for the health envelope, I'm gonna give myself 10, which is what I need to fully fund this at 40 for my next appointment in September. So 10 is gonna be enough. I have an appointment with a nutritionist that I go to every few months. It used to be every month, but now since I completed my diet journey and I essentially only go there to, you know, keep track and make sure that I'm not regaining weight, I only go every 2 or 3 months. So yeah, 10 is gonna be enough. And then gifts, I think for this time I'm gonna give myself 5, but yeah, I won't always need this. So now what we should have should be 200. So let's make sure we have 245 minus 30 minus 15. Yes, it's 200 euros remaining. So like I said in my previous video, I have 3 main categories that I want to work on, which is, I mean actually 4, you know, we have travel, oh my god, sorry, we have travel, we have new car, house, and move out. Right now, the 2 ones that I really need to work on and that I don't want to waste any time on are travel and house. So here they are. And these are the 2 that I'm going to budget for. So that means that both of them are gonna get 100 for the month. And yeah, we're gonna start working on these 2. I don't know if I'm gonna rotate between all of them. So maybe this month I'm working on these 2, and then next month I'm gonna work on the other 2, and then I'll go back to these 2. I don't know if that's how I'm gonna do it, but for now I decided to work on these 2 because this is what I can do with the budget that I have. So this should be 215 total. So she leaves me with 30, and here we should have 0. Let's make sure that this is all correct. So we have total 105 in my fixed expenses, 200 in my wallet, 215 in my sinking funds, and 30 into my savings. this should all equal 550. Let's see. If it does, then it means that we have a zero-based budget, and that means that we are correct. Let's see. And we are indeed correct, because we have 550 euros for a zero-based budget. There you go. Done. Very quick and easy. So this is probably how things are gonna go from now on, for the time being at least. So I think my budget won't change much throughout the summer. I'm still gonna make these videos just to, you know, signal any change, but yeah, this is pretty much it. Let me zoom you out. Okay, so this is the budget. As you can see, even though we have pretty much almost half, well, 75% of what we used to get, as you can see, like, I didn't really need to make any major changes. If you watch my videos, my budgeting videos on a regular basis, then you know that this is pretty much what I work with every single month. Of course, the fact that I don't have the Korea budget, the Korea fund anymore, is a huge help. It really happened at the best time. So I think, you know, once I go back to my original paycheck, this is gonna be much easier. I'm gonna have a lot more money to work with. I'll be able to spend a lot more. I'll be able to save a lot more. So everything is gonna change. It's gonna be amazing. I can't wait. I'm really excited for this winter. And I'm never I'm never excited for the winter, because I'm a very summery person. I love summer. Even though it's super hot, I want summer. I need summer to survive. But this time I'm very excited for both for autumn and for the winter. So yeah. Anyway, this is the video. I think it was faster than usual, which makes me happy, because my videos are always too long. They always take too much time. So yeah, thank you so much for watching. I really hope you enjoyed. Thank you. Leave a like if you liked. Leave a comment down below, and yeah, I guess that's it. So in case you decide to stick around, then I'll see you in the next one. Bye bye. Okay, I may or may not have bought a treadmill. Yes, I did. What can I say? I obviously don't respect my budget. Yay. But that's great, because I was going through hell mentally right now. My depression was really acting up right now. So this made me happy.